All right, I'm Detective King with the Houston Police Department Special Victims Division. That's spelled C-U-R-T-I-S, last name K-I-N-G. I'm here today to talk to you about an ongoing criminal investigation in regards to a sexual assault. The suspect, Ronald Avery Eaglin, a 61-year-old male, is charged with sexual assault in the 337th District Court. Mr. Eaglin owns and operates a driver education business located in the 12,000 block of Alameda Road. A female victim, 17 years old, made a police report with the Houston Police Department alleging that she was sexually assaulted by Mr. Eaglin on October 2nd of 2023. After consulting with the Harris County District Attorney's Office, we conducted an investigation, and Mr. Eaglin was charged and arrested on October 27th, last Thursday, 2023. At this time, we are seeking the community's help, as we believe that there may be other victims out there in regards to Mr. Eaglin. And we are urging any victims to please contact the Houston Police Department. Our contact number is 713-308-1180. And with that being said, we're going to pass it along to the Spanish-speaking officer.
Buenas tardes, yo soy detective Paula Rodríguez, P-A-U-L-A-R-O-D-R-I-G-U-I-Z. Yo trabajo con la policía de Houston en el Departamento de Víctimas Especiales. Esta mañana estamos aquí para reportar de un sospechoso que ha sido reportado por varios incidentes y queríamos hablarle de eso hoy. El sospechoso se llama Ronald Avery Eaglin, es de 61 años de edad. El señor tiene un negocio de educación de conductores. Él ha sido acusado por agresión sexual a una víctima de 17 años. El negocio del señor está localizado en el 12,000 block de la calle Alameda Road en Houston, Texas. A este momento le estamos pidiendo a cualquier víctima o personas que tenga información sobre este señor y sobre este caso que llame a la División de Víctimas Especiales con el Departamento de Policía de Houston al 713-308-1180 con cualquier información que puedan tener. Gracias.
Thank you, Detective. Detective Curtis King will take questions. Michelle, go first.
Detective, could you tell us, is Mr. Eaglin a teacher at Madison High School as well?
We are aware that he is a former HISD employee, but at this time he is not employed.
Does he own the driving school?
Yes, ma'am, he does.
In the charging documents, it talked about how on his phone there were other videos and pictures of girls. Were these videos and pictures that were taken within the business? Were they screenshots from websites? Can you give us a little bit more information about that?
I can't go into too much detail because it still is an ongoing investigation, but that is a factor into why we're reaching out to the community and asking for potential victims to come forward.
Do you have a description of his sexual assault behavior, specifically kind of what he did?
Without going into too much detail, I mean, he is utilizing his role as a driving school instructor to make contact with his victims. So it is definitely based upon that.
In the charging document, it says that he told this student that when he gets drunk, he feels a certain kind of way. were we assuming that he was drunk for any of these driving lessons?
That is a matter that we're looking into, and we just have to gather more evidence in regards to that.
Hey, let's get a couple of Spanish questions in, real quick.
¿Qué tal? Buenos días.
Buenos
Nos
días.
gustaría hablar un poco, estábamos viendo documentos judiciales que obtuvimos esta mañana que indican que este señor de 61 años es o era un maestro del Instituto Escolar Independiente de Houston, y en cuanto también a unos videos que dicen en los documentos que él tenía uno o dos teléfonos que muestran videos con otras personas haciendo actos inapropiados.
Sí, para mi entendimiento, el señor es empleado con el distrito de Houston. Él es un empleado, pero ellos están al tanto del caso y ellos están ayudándonos a nosotros con nuestra investigación mientras ellos también tienen su investigación. En los documentos que usted vio, sí, se habla de que él tenía dos teléfonos, pero es una investigación que sigue abierta, pero esas son cosas que nosotros usamos para seguir con la investigación. Ahora mismo no podemos elaborar, pero pues sí es posible que puedan ser otras víctimas en estos videos, y por eso es que le estamos surgiendo al público que nos llame si hay más víctimas.
¿Podemos explicar nuevamente sobre el comportamiento sexual que tuvo? Escuchamos que tuvo contacto con ella y también se sabe más o menos el origen de la sé que es menor, pero si era de origen hispano o algo.
Que si quién era de origen hispano. No podemos dar muchos datos de nuestra víctima, más tiene 17 años, y tampoco datos de qué exactamente de qué modo él la agredió, pero lo que sí vieron en los documentos que sí fue acusado por agresión sexual. Los detalles no los podemos compartir con ustedes.
Any more Spanish questions? Yeah. Returning back to Curtis one more time, just to repeat my questions.
If you could talk about how important it is that this victim was brave enough to come forward and to open up an investigation that's hopefully going to help other people.
Yes, it was extremely important for, and it is extremely important for victims to come forward. The information she was able to provide us was able to lead us to much more information that there are potential other victims out there. So anyone who comes forward in these kind of cases, it is extremely, extremely useful in regards to bringing justice.
Do we believe any of the other victims may be underage?
At this time, it is still an ongoing investigation, but we do believe there may be some underage victims in play here.
Her victim was 17 at the time when this incident occurred, earlier this last one? Yeah.
Yes, the one that he is currently charged for. Yes.
And how long do you think that he's been doing this?
As of right now, we're still trying to ascertain the kind of scope of this, but we do believe it's over a matter of several years.
Do you know how long he's been in business for?
Since the early 2010s.
What do you do to the victims? What do you do when this is in art? Did he survive?
You can't go into detail about stuff like that with the sexual assault case.
According
He's
to the
actually
charge,
assaulted them.
according to the charges, obviously the details are very difficult to process, but it seems like this victim was able to provide you with a lot of information about what this man had revealed to her, including the number of different other girls he may have done this with. Do you have an idea around how many victims there could be out there, just based on that fact alone, or have you been able to look at any of these video evidence at all?
As of right now, we're still processing that. There are currently 4 police reports involving Mr. Elgin with the Houston Police Department.
Is that what's on the very bottom of that charging doc? I think there were like a couple different case numbers, HPD case numbers, and so it's all under investigation right now, right? But he's currently only facing that one charge of sexual assault.
That is correct.
Anything else, Jay?
Can you give us the name of his business?
It's a Texas driving school at the 12,000 block of Alameda Road.
Is it still operating? Is the business still operating? ongoing, or is it closed at the time? Do you know anything about it?
A formal complaint has been filed with the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. So that is kind of in their ball court for that.
Were there any other employees that worked there?
In regards to the employees, we know there's one additional employee at this time.
Is that his wife that he operated and owned the business with, or?
You can't really talk about someone else that's not being investigated at HPD.
Your final thoughts on, leading this investigation, obviously a very difficult one. You want to share just sort of human aspect of it?
It is very disturbing and difficult to kind of imagine someone doing this and taking advantage to unsuspecting teens. So if anything, I would say that is the difficult thing in regards to investigating these kind of cases.